Here we go live. So we're just going to wait another minute and wait for some people to hop on. And then we're going to get started with the election update, according to Dr. Alex, of course. A lot of election news. You guys been keeping up with everything? I, for one, am like getting sick of it, but that's where we are right now. Yeah, so I was going to give you guys the election update from my perspective. And, you know, it probably doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, left, right, Trump, Harris, wherever you're at. I think the one thing we can all agree on, hopefully, is that we got to get this election over with. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I just want it to be done. The election, this crap is all over social media. It's in the mainstream media. People are talking about it. You know, just tired of it. And it's interesting. The reason I brought this up today is because I'm seeing so many of my patients that are like stressed out. And I'm like, well, what's got you stressed out? And they're like, well, what if Trump wins? What if Harris wins? What if we don't know who wins? And I'm like, yeah, I hear that. I hear that. And I think what's going on is that this stress, the mental stress of the election, is having a physical effect on our patients' bodies, right? So the mental stress is creating a physical symptom. So we talk through different things and, you know, different ways to relieve the stress, you know, focus on other things. Sometimes we even recommend a product, maybe a homeopathic or something like that, something just to let the body almost dial down a little bit. So, you know, a lot of people are kind of ramped up, like they're just like too energized right now. So some of those homeopathics help the body calm. Been talking to people who are having trouble sleeping, and I'm like, well, what's the problem with your sleep? And they're like, well, we're worried about what's going to happen next week. And I'm like, okay, I get it. So yeah, my whole thing is we got to get this election over with. Stress is way too high. It's definitely affecting people's physical health. I'm seeing it in their digestive system. I'm seeing it with their sleep habits or their lack of sleep. I'm seeing it in their mood, their disposition. One of the things with sleep, since we're going into cold and flu season now, is that without adequate sleep, our immune system is at a big disadvantage. And when our immune system drops, we're much more likely to get sick. So, yeah, I'm seeing the stress, digestion, sleep, mood. That's why we got to get this election stuff over with. One of the other things that I've noticed recently, and to be honest, I don't have a really good explanation for it, but I'm just telling you what I've noticed is that a lot of my patients are testing for new food sensitivities. And I just started wondering, I'm like, is that because of all this stress that we're under with this like stupid election season? Maybe it is, maybe it's not, maybe I'm completely off base, but I just started thinking about it because I have patients I've been seeing for like years for nutrition support. And then all of a sudden they have like a new food sensitivity. I'm like, why would that be showing up now? Right. In the beginning, we handled all their food sensitivities, whether it was wheat or corn or dairy or sugar, whatever the sensitivity was in the beginning, we handled that. So why are like new food sensitivities showing up now? So it's just a theory. I don't have, I can't point you guys to a research paper. I can't point to any like concrete evidence, but I'm just wondering if all this election stress is wearing down the body and now these new food sensitivities are showing up. So it's just a theory. It's just a possibility. Either way, whatever food sensitivity does show up, we just handle that just like any other food sensitivity. But that's what I've been seeing there. You guys know that I'm all about, helping people become healthy. We're all about health and wellness. We want to remove the toxins from the body. ultimately, I feel like those toxins are the cause of a lot of our health problems. Most people come to see me because they have a symptom. I'm certainly sympathetic for whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, but ultimately I want to figure out the cause of that symptom. I want to figure out why you're having the symptom. We don't just want to like cover it up, right? Like if you have indigestion, yeah, obviously we want to help you with the indigestion, but I got to figure out why you're having the indigestion. So that's what I mean by figuring out what toxin it is, what stressor is affecting the body. We always want to figure out what the cause of your symptom is. So yeah, it's all about helping people become healthy. Our food supply is very toxic, right? We're very fortunate in this country. Most of us have enough to eat, which I'm very thankful for, but the food supply is very toxic, right? It's very low quality food. Our food is full of chemicals. The nutrients have been processed out. The chemicals have been added back in. I mean, they add chemicals to our food that makes it like taste better. And so it's like more addictive. So we just want to have like more and more and more. That's the stuff that just irritates me. It just drives me crazy. So I'm all about making the food supply healthier, making the food supply cleaner. We need to do that. We have to figure out a way to get the big money out of our food supply, right? We shouldn't, these corporations that are making like billions of dollars by putting chemicals into our food, is that really what we want? No, I don't think so, because then people are just sick, and they don't get sick like once, they get sick over and over and over. It's this chronic sickness, right? I look at the people that come to my office and I'm like, why have you been sick for the last 10 years, 20 years, So the food supply is it's poor quality. So hopefully we can get that taken care of with the next political season in our country. So I was just wondering if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any questions for me. I'm just checking the chat here, seeing if anyone's got anything for me. So politics. What do you guys think? You guys going to predict a winner? I'm just hoping for a nice, clear decision. I don't need this election season to drag on any longer. It's been long enough. So just to sum up, I think the one thing that we can hopefully all agree on with politics this time around is that we got to get this election over with. The sooner the better, because I see it with our patients. It's elevating their mental stress, which is affecting their physical health. So we got to get the election over with as soon as possible. And then I went over my thoughts about these food sensitivities and what's going on. So as always, if you guys have questions, certainly give me a call here at the office. Drop by, if you happen to catch me between patients, I'd love to sit down and talk to you guys. And that's always a possibility too. But if you want to have a for sure time of getting a hold of me, you can certainly message me on social media at Dr. Alex Shepard, or give us a call here at the office and we'll get you on the schedule. We can talk about your concerns about stress and food sensitivities and stuff like that. All right. So this is where we're at today. That's my election update. Let's get this election over with so we can get people healthy again. I'll talk to you guys later.